Hello class, my name is Christos Sanzaris, and this presentation will be on Section 13 of the Dodd-Frank Act, known as the Pay It Back Act. The Pay It Back Act amends the Emergency Economic Stabilization Act of 2008 to revise the limitation on the authority of the Secretary of the Treasury to purchase troubled assets under the Troubled Asset Relief Program known as TARP from $700 billion to $475 billion. The Secretary is now required to report biannually to Congress on transfers to the Treasury's General Fund for reduction of the public debt of revenues of and proceeds from the sale of troubled assets purchased under TARP, or from the sale, exercise, or surrender of warrants or senior debt instruments acquired under TARP. In addition, there are changes made to the Federal National Mortgage Association Charter Act, the Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation Act, and the Federal Home Loan Bank Act. The Act now requires that the deposit made by the Secretary in the Treasury of any amounts received by the Secretary for sale of any obligation or security acquired from Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, or a Federal Home Loan Bank for secondary market operations is solely for debt reduction. It prohibits the use of any such amounts as an offset for other spending increases or revenue reductions. Also, any commitment fee or any fee or assessment paid to the Secretary by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac as a result of any preferred stock purchase agreement, mortgage-backed security purchase program, or any other program or activity under the Housing and Economic Recovery Act of 2008 is deposited solely for debt reduction. The Director of the Federal Housing Financial Agency, known as FHFA, is now required to report to Congress on the FHFA plans to support and maintain their nation's vital housing industry, while at the same time guaranteeing that American taxpayers will not suffer from any unnecessary losses. Moreover, Section 13 amends the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009, known as ARRA, to require the rescission of any ARRA stimulus funds offered by the governor or legislator of a state for deposit in the Treasury solely for debt reduction. Overall, Section 13 of the Dodd-Frank Act has been implemented to shorten durations and reduce amounts available for the Secretary of the Treasury under TARP, and requires that Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and Federal Home Loan Bank obligations or securities sold by the Treasury Department is to be used to reduce the deficit.